Okay, guys, let's roll. The trouble with me is I never know when to stop or when I'm going too far. You'll find out now in a minute. First, uh, you goldfish, click like before you go. Quick, quick. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. Yeah, so thanks for that. You flying fish, you can click like and then skip through, find the stories that interest you. We got a lot of stories to get through today, guys. I intend to make you outraged. I intend to turn your stomachs, and I intend to make you cringe in horror. Just a normal day, I suppose. Sunday. Yeah, you should be in church at any rate. don't don't even think of saying that. Right. So we've dealt with the goldfish, we've dealt with the flying fish. Now, you sharks. You sharks are the ones who stick around for blood to see what's going to happen. I tell you what, thinking about sharks reminded me of this story. The USS Minneapolis. Following the torpedoing of the USS Indianapolis, July 30th, 1945, hundreds of sailors faced a four-day ordeal in the Pacific Ocean, resulting in the deadliest shark attack in history. Primarily driven by oceanic white-tip sharks drawn to the carnage, the attacks killed an estimated 150 or more of the 900 men who initially survived the sinking. Horrific. I was in the Pacific. Never been frightened of the sea. Almost drowned once, but never been frightened of the sea. During my time in the Navy, I would always practice swimming. They teach you how to turn your shirt into a life belt. It's quite easy, actually. Turn your shirt into a life belt. Yeah, it's just a little trick what to do in the water. How even to turn your trousers into a life belt. Yeah, I practice things like that all the time. Practice holding my breath, so if say like what happened to the Fiddleton when she capsized, I I would make sure I knew which way I was going to swim out of the ship if she was upside down. Yeah, with everything being upside down. Other things I always practiced with my 9mm when I was issued with one. I'd hold it, play with it when I wasn't playing with other things. So I felt totally comfortable with it at all times. Never begrudged that. Never begrudged going to action stations for training. I wanted our gun crew to be the best. Oh, here's a story that might interest you. I was on the bridge one day, and it was in a gunfiring exercise, and it was only a Boffer, but they can be pretty deadly. And the skipper, great captain, wish I'd stayed in touch with him. He died not long ago. Uh, he leaned over and he shouted at the gunnery officer because one of the gun crew didn't have their fire protection, their flash masks on and gloves. Yeah, and he shouted down and he gave the gunnery officer a bollocking. And I thought, the captain really cares about the welfare of his men. And then and he turned to me and he said, problem is, Sparks, he says, if those men are injured or get flash burns, they can't fire the gun. And where would we be? He was obviously concerned about the efficiency of the gun crew. I fell in love with him then. No. Anyhow, we've got to be serious because we've got a lot to get into. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to show you, wasn't I? I decided you guys should have a say in the content of what this channel shows. So if we go over here, I put a poll up, yeah, for you to fill in. So here's the poll. I've just put it up. You can go over and check on your selection. I never run out of ideas for videos, but I think it only fair that fellow patriots decide what they want to see on their channel. and so no matter the outcome, I will abide by your choice. Outrage. Stories to make you froth at the mouth. That's option 1. Option 2. Stories to enrage you and boil with fury and outrage. That's option 2. Or 3. Get out, Paul, but first, more outrage stories. And finally, you have clickbait stories with hot chicks and lots of outrage. So if you could go over, select what you think you'd like to see, and then that would help me decide on the content of our channel. Yeah? Right. Now, where to next? Oh, yeah. Before we get to the big story, let's have a little bit of outrage, is there? We're over on the Working Class Patriot. He put an outrage story up. Everyone's outraged over this. Breaking news, Wrangler's owner arrested for taking a stance against selling halal food. Let's see what it says.
No, I don't have to so bad. He can't even take his medication or have a bit of water.
Okay, outrageous. Arrested for taking a stand against selling halal food. So what is the exact story here? Well, you've got to look into it a bit more, haven't you, really? The restaurant owner put up a sign saying that he was proud to say that no halal food was served there. Yeah, this upset a few people. I can't find out which people were upset. Probably those who believe some guy flew to the moon on a donkey and cut it in half. Yeah, they were probably upset. But this is interesting because he's probably an Hindu, and other people, the Indians can take offense. Indians do not like halal or kosher food. They believe that their food, should be slaughtered in a humane way, and it's against their religion to eat food that is prepared halal or kosher. So they can get upset if their food isn't prepared in the right way. But I suspect what happened is that turnip people took offense and decided to have a pop at the restaurant owner, and as a result of a confrontation between the protesters, that is when the restaurant owner was arrested. We'll see in the news at any rate. So there's something for you to get outraged about. With regards to Indian restaurants and kebab shops, they're all over the place. I think I've only had a kebab once. To me, a kebab is soft shit, right? It's just like eating soft shit, I should imagine. I've never eaten soft shit. Well, maybe once. You should see what happens down Boogie Street in Singapore. People who've been there know. Anyhow, so that's what I think of kebabs. They're soft shit. I'd never eat one. I'd never go in a kebab shop. Yeah, well, maybe to rescue a young girl. But that's about the only time. Curry houses. Curry to me is just liquid shit. I don't like curries. I especially don't like Indian curries. If you've worked in the city, you've probably gone down Brick Lane. I had a director who once a week insisted on taking us down Brick Lane for a curry. And if you see the state of those Indian restaurants in the back, you'd vomit, yeah? But for some reason, masochists amongst you do insist on going down and eating liquid shit. Just don't understand you guys. Kebab. How can you eat a kebab? Ugh. Stronger stomach than me, and I might have had a shit sandwich. Right, so there's the outrage out the way. Where are we going next, guys? Press pause, Paul. Yeah, the Iran war. Thinking about it. Do a lot of thinking. My brain hurts. If I had one, it would hurt. Anyhow, the only people really benefiting from this war, America and Russia. First of all, Russia's as it says there, why Russia is benefiting. Russia arguably benefits even more directly from this war. Their economy depends heavily on oil exports, gas exports. When oil prices rise, Russia earns more money per barrel. Sanctions become easier to absorb. Government revenue increases. All good stuff to keep the war against the Ukrainians going. Even if they export slightly less volume, higher prices compensate. So, yeah, Russia's not suffering. What about America? Why, President Trump wasn't lying the other day when he said that America was going to make a lot of money. Well, actually, Americans aren't, nor ordinary Americans. They're going to be paying more for their petrol, more for their food. But the oil producers are going to make more money. They're going to get richer and richer, aren't they? The United States is now the largest oil producer in the world. Key facts: huge shale production, large proportion of that oil is exported. Many US producers only become highly profitable when oil rises above a certain price. So when oil jumps, American producers make very large profits. Also strengthens the US as a major energy supplier to Europe, because they blew up Nord Stream. They can't buy cheap oil and gas from Russia, so they have to buy it from America. Yeah, no wonder the arms dealers and the oil companies love war, huh? Oh, and of course, blowing up the Iranian oil producers, the oil sites that produce the oil in Iran. Well, Iran supplies oil, mainly supplies oil to China and India. And they're going to have to get their oil and petrol, their oil from somewhere, aren't they? And where are they going to get it from? There are sanctions against them buying it from Russia, so they're going to have to buy it from America. It's all about freedom, isn't it? Freedom for the people of Iran. Yeah. And how do you win their support? You kill their children. All good stuff. Right. Where to next? Sport. Let's talk about sport. I know the F1 has been cancelled, isn't it? F1 Formula Racing, is it? I haven't watched it for a long time, I'll tell you why now. Over in Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, the F1 has been cancelled. Yeah. To be honest, I haven't watched Formula One racing for years. I stopped watching it when they did this. They cancelled the pit girls. All those girls put out of work. They loved their job. They loved their jobs. But what did F1 do? Well, have a look. You'll see who's behind the F1 now. Have a listen to this.
Lost in Formula One. Some of you aren't that worried about it. A lot of you are disappointed that we have lost grid girls. When Liberty came into power, they decided to do away with the time-honoured tradition of women standing on the track holding the drivers' numbers in interesting outfits. That disappointed a lot of models who loved the gig. It disappointed a good many fans as well, but from F1's point of view, they wanted to just make sure that they didn't offend anyone. And now we have a tradition of grid kids.
Yeah, interesting. Get rid of the pretty girls from the Formula One racing and replace them with little boys. Yeah. I bet more politicians go and watch Formula One racing now. To be honest, ever since they got rid of the grid girls, I stopped watching. I don't mind watching darts on telly now. My wife thinks I'm watching because I'm interested in seeing Littler. You know, Luke Littler, the darts player. Hi, Littler. She thinks I like to watch the darts, but really I like to look at the dart girls that are up on the stage dancing. Yeah, they're pretty good. I just wish they'd give them poles, but there we go. Right, now about this story. You've waited long enough, and it is a big story. Her weight in beer. British strangest sport. I see nothing about this. It's, I think the news that, oh yeah, a Finnish couple have won the wife carrying contest somewhere in England, yeah. idea is you carry your wife. I've been carrying my wife for years. What a drain. Not physically, I couldn't. If I had to. The prize for the winner is the wife's weight in beer. They'd have to give me a brewery. No, I can't say nothing. Right, okay. Let's have a look at the story, is it, at any rate? Where is it? Move over, cheese rolling, Viking wife carrying our quirkiest sport. But it started off over here, I think, in Lithuania. Yeah, way back in 2019, a Lithuanian man and his wife have won the world wife carrying title, leaping over timber and wading through waist-high water to beat dozens of other couples for a second year running. Yeah, wonder how much he won. Obstacle course in 1 minute 6.72 seconds. What they do is they weigh the wives in, and if the wife is too light, say you, I don't know, perhaps you've starved your wife for 6 months to prepare, and she's a little bit underweight, bit like horse racing with those saddlebags they top up with lead. Well, they top up a bag with tins of beans until the wife is the right weight for the course, yeah? 24 couples, relations on a test on a grassy hill in southern England. Wives and girlfriends clung on for dear lives. They said that there's a skill in how to carry them, yeah. The traditional way to carry a wife is the Estonian hold, with the wife hangs upside down on the carrier back with her legs crossed in front of his face. Well, we've all been there, haven't we, guys? Sometimes. Anyhow, yeah. That's one way of doing it. Anyhow, what have we got here? Oh, you want to know the rules you're going to enter? Well, if you come over to this side here, here's the rules. Who can enter? Yeah? See if I can make it bigger. Yeah. Did I do that? Oh, look, Paul. Anyone can enter. Carrying run over a course 380 metres, ascent of 15 metres to the halfway point, much tougher than other wife carrying races around the world, which are typically shorter and flatter. Tiring to run it on your own, let alone carrying a wife. Men are used to carrying their wives, yeah. God, the things we go through. They never suffer from man flu. You complain about, you're almost dying from man flu, and they start going on about something it happens once a month, yeah? Once a month. Try carrying a wife every day of the week. Couples check in. The wife is weighed on a set of scales. They receive their t-shirts. Choice of carrying style is up to you. What is the best way of carrying my wife? Give her her own credit card. Are there obstacles? Straw bales they have to climb over and start to finish. Is wife carrying dangerous? Potentially, yes. Wife carrying can lead to a slip disc, broken legs and arms, spinal damage, facial injury, skull injury, hernias and other sundry injuries and illnesses. Only the carrier needs to enter the race. Both the carrier and the wife get a t-shirt. Why was it created? Is wife carrying a sport? It takes strength, fitness, techniques and practice to succeed. So yes, it's a sport and it should be included in the Olympics. Happens all over the world. Are there any other rules? The wife has to weigh at least 50 kilograms. There is an official weigh-in, and if she weighs less than 50 kilograms, she has to bulk up with a rucksack full of tins of baked beans, which, as you know, is an English delicacy. The winner of the UK wife carrying race gets a barrel of Pilgrim Ale and a cash prize to help them compete in the World's Wife Carrying Championship in Finland. Yeah. Oh, well, looks pretty good. I think other good sports, how difficult it is. Very, very tough. Do people take it seriously? Yes. Well, of course they should. It's a serious sport. Okay, guys, I think let's go back to the year now you know about that. Are you going to enter? There's another more interesting, more dangerous sport, and that is Welsh bog snorkeling. And yeah, that's something to see. It's almost as much as fun watching the Indians rolling around in a pit full of cow dung. Okay, guys, that's all I've got for you. Which way did you vote on our poll? You've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow, and I'll try and talk about something serious in the next one.